Hello my radiant souls, welcome to today's yoga practice. If you are new here, then welcome. My name is Ella and I'm going to be taking you through today's yoga class. We're at the Lac d'Iglesias in France, somewhere in the Alps, and we have the Alps behind us here and it is so beautiful. Definitely my most favourite location we have come to film at the moment. And I just feel so connected and grounded and strong and powerful in these places. So today's class is inspired by that. We're going to be working towards our Svarga Dvijasana asana, which is our bird of paradise. And this is going to be quite an interesting one as I'm on a moving pontoon and this pose requires quite a lot of balance. So we'll see how that goes. It's going to be quite a stretchy class as well because we need to work into our hips and our hamstrings and also our shoulders to work up to the pose. So if you're ready for it, we're going to get started at the back of our mat, just coming into a cross-legged position. Rest your hands on top of your knees, roll the shoulders down and away from the ears and close your eyes. And just start to connect with your breath. Slow, deep breaths in and out of your nose. And before we start this class, I just wanted to begin with an affirmation which you can repeat out loud or you can repeat in your mind. And that is, I am strong and grounded. I am strong and grounded. And just let these words guide you through this practice. Remind yourself that you are strong and you are grounded. Let's take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through your nose. You can keep your eyes closed or you can softly blink them open. We're just going to start with some seated cat-cows on your inhale. Bring the chest forward, pull the shoulder blades together. Exhale around the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, looking up. Exhale around the spine. Couple more rounds. And coming back to a neutral spine, we're going to extend the right leg out in front of us. Bring the sole of the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, folding forwards towards the right leg. And just let yourself relax here. Maybe you rest your forearms either side of your right leg, or maybe you reach for the right foot. With your inhale, find a bit of length. Exhale, go a little bit deeper. Inhale, start to lift your chest. We're going to now hook the left leg across, sole of the left foot down. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, take a twist to the left. Left hand comes behind. Take your gaze over the left shoulder. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. Go a little bit deeper into your twist. And exhale, start to unwind. Bring the left foot down across the other side of the leg. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, we're just going to lean the chest forward, stretch as if you're trying to reach something behind your right foot. And then we're going to bring the left arm around the left leg and go for a bind by reaching the right arm behind you. Leaning the chest down towards the right leg. and start to lift, unbind. Switching sides, extend the right leg. Bring the right sole of the foot to the inside of the left thigh. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, release into your fold. Inhale, find a bit of length. Exhale, go deeper. Inhale, lift the chest. We're going to hook the right leg over the left leg. Inhale, the left arm up. Exhale, take a twist to the right. Bring your right fingertips behind. Take the gaze over the right shoulder. And slowly start to unwind. Bring the sole of the right foot the other side of the leg. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, lean forwards with the fingers. And then reach the right arm around the right leg. Left hand reaches around, trying to go for that bind again. On your next inhale, start to lift the chest. Just bringing the feet either side. Coming onto all fours. Tuck the toes under, push the hips up and back first, downward facing dog. Taking a moment to pedal out the feet. Find some stillness in your downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg towards the sky, 3-leg dog. Bend into the knee and open the right hip. Really pull the right knee up towards the sky. Try and keep your shoulders square. Then start to pull the right knee in towards the right elbow and step the foot to the outside edge of the right hand for your lizard. Just take a moment here. Maybe you want to sway a little bit side to side, feeling into the hips. And then we're going to release the left knee down, and you can stay on the hands here, or you can release down onto the forearms. Try and pull the right knee in towards the right shoulder, sink nice and low in those hips. Start to push into the forearms and into the hands to lift the chest. Coming to Skandasana, tuck the left toes, spin onto the left foot so the left toes point towards the sky. Hands can come to heart or they can rest on the mat in front. Or you can open the right hand out and left arm to the sky. And once again, you can go for a bind here if you'd like to, bringing the right arm behind, left hand reaches for the right hand. And gently releasing the bind, bring both hands to the top of your mat, spin onto the left foot, bringing the right foot in between, lower the left knee, start to straighten into the right leg, moving to half splits. Take an inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, start to fold over the right leg. Trying to pull the right hip back, the left hip forward to keep your hips square. Slowly start to rebend into the right leg, tuck the left toes, ground into the hands, step back for your downward facing dog. Okay, let's switch sides. Inhale, left leg towards the sky, 3-leg dog. Start to bend into the knee and open the hip. Try and keep your shoulders square. Bring the left knee in towards the left elbow, step the foot to the outside edge of the left hand. Take a moment, sway back and forth. Feel into your hips. Start to release the right knee down, and again you can come down onto the forearms. Sink nice and low into your hips. Start to push into the forearms, push into the hands. Come to your Skandasana, right toe spin towards the sky. Again, you can open up the left hand and the right arm. Maybe going for your bind, wrapping the right arm behind the back body. Gently releasing your bind, bring your hands back to the top of your mat, release the right knee down, coming to half split, straightening the left leg. Take an inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, start to fold. Try and pull your right hip forward, your left hip back. And let's start to rebend into the left leg, tuck the right toes, push the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Bring your big toes together, inhale, right leg towards the sky, 3-leg dog. Start to bend into the knee, pull the right knee in towards the chest, step the foot between the hands, open up to your Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Sink nice and low into your right leg. Take your gaze over the right middle finger. Take an inhale. As you exhale, reverse your warrior. Come back to your warrior 2, straighten through the right leg, lean forwards, releasing into Trikonasana triangle pose. Back of the right hand can be on the inside of the right calf. And then we're going to come to our extended side angle. So start to bend into the right leg, ground into the right hand, bring the left arm up and overhead. Roll the left shoulder back, look under the left arm. And staying here, or we're going to go for our bind by reaching the left arm around. Right arm comes underneath the right leg. Interlace your fingers. And then we're going to play around with bending and straightening our front leg. This is quite a big stretch, so just take it as far as feels supported and comfortable. Start to re-bend into the right leg, release the bind, bring the hands to frame your right foot, step back for your downward facing dog. Bring the big toes together, inhale, left leg towards the sky, 3-leg dog. Start to bend into the knee, pull the knee in towards the chest, step the foot between the hands, open up to your Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Sink nice and low into that left leg, take the gaze over the left middle finger. And take an inhale, exhale, reverse. Come back to your Warrior 2. Extend the front leg, come to Trikonasana, lean forwards. Left hand comes to the inside of the left calf. Take the gaze to the right hand. And we'll start to bend into our right leg, coming to our extended side angle. Right arm comes up and over. And again, staying here, or you can go for your bind, reaching your right arm behind, left arm underneath the left leg. And once you're here, you can play around with bending and straightening the left leg. And I find taking my gaze just to my left foot helps quite a lot here, rather than straining the neck. And gently release the bind, bring the hands down to frame the left foot, step back downward facing dog. Take a nice big inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. Inhale, come high up onto your toes, look towards the top of your mat, bend into your knees, step or jump to your Uttanasana forward fold. We're going to take a nice deep bend into our knees here, wrap the arms behind the knees, hold on to opposite elbow, and here we're going to play around with bending and straightening into our legs. Maybe you want to stay with the legs straight, start to find your fold. Just gently release the crown of the head down to the mat. Relaxing into the shoulders. We're going to release the elbows, bring your fingertips in front, bend into the knees, roll the spine, come all the way up to your standing. Palms touch overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, we're going to come into some balancing poses to help build our stability in our ankles. So we're going to ground into the sole of the left foot, spread into all 5 toes, and find your drishti, your point of focus, which is somewhere just in front of you. Start to hug the right knee in towards the chest. Take a couple rolls of the right ankle, moving in one direction, and then swap it out. We're going to come to our eagle pose, so we're going to hook the right leg across. Maybe you could take a 1 bind or a double bind. Bring the forearms out in front and hook the right arm underneath the left. Again, maybe going for 1 or 2 binds. Thumbs are facing towards the face. And just gently start to unwind. Hug the right knee in towards the chest, feeling into any wobbles. And then we're going to extend to our warrior 3, extending the right leg out behind, crown of the head reaches forwards. 1 straight line through the crown of the head and the right toes. Gently release the fingertips down onto the mat. Lift the right leg, standing splits. Try and keep your hips square here. And then we're going to step the right leg back. Spin onto the right foot, come to our extended side angle, so our right hand to the inside of the left foot, right arm comes up and over. And again, we're going to go for that bind, so reach the right arm around, left arm comes underneath the left leg. Okay, we're going to go for our pose, so slowly start to make your right foot towards the top of your mat. Once you're there, ground into the right foot, and we're slowly going to start making our way to a standing pose, trying to keep the bind. Find your drishti, your point of focus. And here we're going to play around with straightening and bending into our left leg. Just find a sense of play here. It's okay if you wobble, you fall out. Finding your point of focus. This is a little bit of a challenge on this moving pontoon. Hopefully you've got something a little bit more steady than I do. Just a couple of moments to play around in this pose, and we'll all meet in a forward fold at the top of our mat. And once you're here, take a nice big inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. Ground into your hands, step back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, come high up onto your toes, look towards the top of your mat, bend into the knees, step or jump to your forward folds. Bend into the knees, roll the spine, come all the way up to standing, palms touch overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Grounding into the right foot this time, so spread into all 5 toes. Find your drishti and start to hug the left knee in towards the chest. Start to roll out the left ankle. And switching directions. Coming to our eagle pose, left leg wraps around the right, going for 1 or 2 binds. Arms come out in front, maybe the left arm underneath the right for 1 or 2 binds. Thumbs face towards the face. Lift the elbows a little bit higher. And we're slowly going to unwind. Hug the left knee in towards the chest. Release into your warrior 3, extend the left leg long, crown of the head reaches forwards. Hands can be in prayer or they can be in airplane wings. Release the fingertips down to the top of the mat. Come to your standing splits. Reach the left toes tall. And we're gently going to place the left foot down, coming to extended side angle. So left foot spins. Right hand comes to the inside of the right foot. Extend the left arm up and overhead. Okay, going for the bind. Reach the left arm behind, right arm underneath. And then you're going to slowly step the left foot to the top of your mat. Once you feel grounded and stable in that left foot, maybe start to make your way to a standing position. Find your drishti. And once you're there, maybe playing around with straightening the right leg. Just a couple moments to play around with the pose. And once we're finished, we're going to meet in our forward fold. Whew, that was a challenge. Take a nice big inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it go. And we're going to release the glutes down to the mat, coming to a sitting position. And then scoot forwards, bring the arms in front of you, slowly release down onto the back. Okay, extending the left leg long, we're going to bring the right leg straight towards the sky, flexing into the right foot. Our hands can be on our thighs or our calves, or working towards the right ankle to pull the right leg towards the body. Take a bend into the right leg, right peace fingers reach for the right big toe. Maybe you keep the leg bent, or maybe you straighten the right leg, open the right leg towards the right side. Take a big opening in the right hip. Try and keep your left hip grounded and glued to the mat. Start to bring the right leg back to center. And we're going to just let the leg fall over to the left side. Left hand can come to the outside of the right leg, wherever feels comfiest. And just lift the head and release the right ear down. Take your gaze over to the right. Slowly start to bring the leg back to center. We'll just switch sides, so extend the right leg long. Left leg comes to the sky, flex into the left foot. Hands make their way towards the left ankle, pull the left leg in towards the body. Start to bend into the left leg. Peace fingers wrap around the left big toe. Maybe you straighten the leg and let the left leg fall to the left side. Start to bring the left leg back to center, release the big toe. Just let the left leg fall to the right. Right hand can guide the leg across. Lift the head and take your gaze over to the left. And start to make your way back to center. Hug both knees in towards the chest. Rock side to side, give the lower back a massage. And gently releasing into our Shavasana. Please take any final movements the body is calling for. Make sure that nothing is touching the body to disrupt your meditation. And just gently release your hands either side of your body. Let your feet fall away from each other. Close down the eyes. And if you've made it this far through the practice, I urge you not to skip this part. you would be doing a disservice to yourself when you've made it this far, and just to take a few more minutes just to be still and set that intention for yourself. To take our intention that we set at the start of class, the affirmation, I am strong and grounded. And just let that sink into the body as you lie here in your Shavasana. And you can start to wake the body up by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Bring your feet together and extend the arms up and overhead. Point into the toes and really stretch the fingertips. Long, nice big stretch. Start to hug the knees in towards the chest. And slowly rock onto one side, cradle the head. And slowly make your way up to a seated position. Crossing the legs. Resting your hands on top of your knees. Let's just take a few moments here. Feeling really connected to ourselves. Let's all take a nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra in the center of your heart space. And you can softly blink the eyes open. Well, thank you for joining me for this beautiful yoga class. I hope that you found something new and maybe you experimented with your bird of paradise pose. It's something to work towards for sure. It's taken me a long time to, and I was going to say master the pose, but I definitely haven't mastered the pose yet. So yeah, something to work towards. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.